Hi guys, Tom Morrison here, and do you want to get flexible without stretching? There is many different names and techniques for what stretching is, but technically anytime you move something, you're stretching something. I'm talking about getting away from the traditional long-held passive stretches and starting to actually use full-range joint movements that are going to improve your flexibility as you do them and also improve your strength and stability as well. The first exercise we're going to cover is the deep split squat from SMM. So have something that you can elevate your foot on. Your stairs work really well for this, or a low chair. And what Jenni's going to do is sink herself down as much as she can do. The more you practice this, the deeper you get. So you might find when you first do this movement, you're a little bit up here, but the more you work on these reps, you'll start to actually sink lower and lower and lower. So this works on your hip rotation, your hip flexion, your deep knee flexion, and your ankle dorsiflexion as well. And on the back leg, we start to work on hip extension. So Jenni's now going to demonstrate doing reps forwards and backwards, keeping control, really trying to keep the foot balanced the whole time and taking her time as she does this. She's trying to get her knee as far over the toe as she can with every rep. So this really helps to build your squat over time and just really helps to improve your hip flexibility. Once you've got really confident with that and you can do both sides and both legs feel quite the same strength-wise, you can start to reduce the height of the thing that you're using. So you can actually take whatever it is you're using away, or if you're using your stairs, you can go down one step. And this starts to really work on that back leg now. And Jenni can pause in this bottom position here, and she can start to try and push her back leg back to straighten out the hip flexor and that back leg to really work on that extension. And you're starting to get more weight going through the leg in this position as well. Build that up nice and slowly, and over a period of months, you can start to then build yourself up to just going to the floor then. So take away all assistance, and this gets you the most range of motion. You can also add weight to these as well. So doing this and spending loads of time building on this exercise does all of the benefits of all of these other exercises as well. So it's a great movement to progressively build up over time. For the upper back, the shoulders, and the spine, we want to start adding in thoracic rotational exercises with a bit of resistance. So Jenni is doing the banded pull rotation exercise here. We have a band attached to a rig post, and she uses that resistance to really focus on pulling around, getting a nice stretch in the ribs at the bottom here as she pulls, and she pulls back and gets some nice retraction into the shoulders as well, trying to keep the hips in line. So by building on this exercise, you start to improve your thoracic extension and your posture as well. Make sure you do both sides whenever you do this. The secret to better thoracic extension is to do more thoracic rotation. As you do one side at a time, you can get a slight bit further as you do so. So really, really good one. And it has the combined benefits of all of these different exercises as well. You'll start to build the components of being able to do the thoracic bridge or the full bridge as well. Big key thing about this is make sure you use your breath as you actually rotate. So whenever Jenni gets to the end point and she feels like she's got stuck, she takes a big breath in and then breathes out and tries to go a little bit further around, getting that stretch in the ribs even further. So really good one for the upper back and the spine. For improving all over shoulder mobility, we really like the banded shoulder dislocate. So what is great about this is it takes your shoulder blades through full range of motion and your shoulders through full range of motion as well. So when Jenni's down here at this back portion, we've got depression, we've got protraction if we wrap around as well. Then when she goes back around, you get retraction of the shoulder blade. We come up, there's extension somewhere, no one knows. And from here, we're in shoulder flexion. We get more protraction, elevation at the top as well. So all these good things come from doing this banded shoulder dislocate. This is going to improve your overhead mobility as well, and it's just really good for the joint and your overall stability too. So over time, you can start to build this exercise up and move your hands in slightly closer as well, and the added resistance gives that extra muscle activation that we really, really like to try and get into our movements. So the closer you're able to get your grip in over time, the more mobile your shoulders are going to be, with the happy added benefit of keeping strength in them as well. So you're not going to accidentally overstretch your shoulders with this one. Great to do for high reps, and make sure that you keep your neck nice and relaxed as you do this one. The banded shoulder dislocate has all of the benefits of these extra exercises as well. It's not to say that you don't work on those exercises if you have a specific thing that you're trying to improve, but what you'll find whenever you spend time on large global movements like this is that you start to improve your flexibility just over time through practice without having to have that extra effort. So it's much better time spent. Constant passive stretching can accidentally lead to overstretching or even cause some joint instability by lengthening something too much without adding any strength, especially to the surrounding areas. Through actually using the muscles to improve your flexibility, you're going to make more long-term progress and build strength as you go, and this will get you out of feeling like you're tight and stiff all of the time, and you'll actually feel stronger for it. If you want more in-depth instruction on these methods, make sure to head over to tommorrison.uk and check out our online programs.